Salary board.
Yeah.
Trying to get down to the meeting agenda. I'm having trouble with the computer. It kicked me off 3 times already.
All right.
So I'm trying to bring up these documents on the computer and talking to cell phone stuff.
Okay.
What we asked,
And you get pigs in the campfire at the same time or what?
Yeah, I let the fire go out for now.
In the middle of making breakfast.
More not.
Okay. I call the meeting to order. A moment of silence with a prayer, pledge of allegiance afterward. Father, we pray for all who have been displaced by the recent hurricane and floods. We pray for the protection of all who are still in harm's way. We ask for comfort for all those who have lost loved ones, homes, and livelihood. Please provide them for every need and make a way to rebuild all that they have lost. Their needs are great, but yours are greater. Thank you for your promise to provide and bring beauty from ashes and to be near to the brokenhearted. In your name, we pray, amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
These proceedings are being recorded for the sole purpose of constituting the accuracy of written minutes. Tapes are reused, eliminating recorded records of these proceedings. The first item is the approval of the minutes of the previous meeting held September 29th, 2022.
Second.
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
Any guests concerning county business at this time?
The next item is the opening of bids for the Muck Chunk Opera House HVAC project via NBid.
Hey, good morning. We've had, looks like three bidders for the project. Starting with Spots Brothers Incorporated for $159,900. Next would be Myco Mechanical Incorporated for $197,000. And the last bidder would be Live Old Inc. Incorporated at $234,300. That's it.
I'll move we table these bids for 3 weeks to assess them to ensure conformity with lowest price technically viable.
I'll second that.
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
Next item is the report of executive sessions held.
There were no executive sessions this week.
The department reports, the budget transfers.
Motion approved.
Second.
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
There were no supplemental appropriations. Expenditures, approval of check numbers 231475 through 231553 for expenditures through the general fund clearing account. totaling $1,781,925.73.
Second.
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
yes,
The treasurer's report?
Second.
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
yes.
At this time, we will recess for the salary board meeting and I'll turn it over to Mr. Surchak. No. Oh,
We would like to, on
Yeah.
that one, right? But
Yeah.
that's what we're talking.
Yeah,
about.
he will.
Yeah.
I think that'll take on a little bit too much.
Okay, our first item is the approval of the minutes of the salary board meeting held September 1st, 2022, and reconvened on September 8th, 2022.
Oh, second.
Mr. Severcek?
Yes.
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes,
Rocky?
Yes, are there any guests for salary board business at this time? None.
The
There's-
report of executive sessions held.
There's one September 26th, 22 at 10:30 a.m. The personnel.
Our first item is courts, Judge Surface.
Morning. Court has several motions this morning, the first two of which are under court administration. We make a motion to change the salary of one law clerk from $42,660.80 per annum. That's grade 18, step D, to $40,222 per annum. That's grade 18, step B, retroactive to September 27, 2022.
Motion. Second.
Yeah.
Just one second.
Judge Surface?
Yes,
Mr. Severcek?
Yes.
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
yes,
next motion also under court administration is to change the rate of one lead judicial secretary from $24.44 per hour. That's grade 11, step Q, $23.05 per hour. That is grade 11, step O, retroactive to September 18th, 2022.
Second.
Judge Surface?
Yes,
Mr. Severcek?
Yes.
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
yes,
under the court computer information system, motion would be to change the rate of one IT specialist from $15.42 per hour, grade 10, step C, to $14.53 per hour, which is grade 10, step A, effective October the 6th, 2022.
Second.
Judge Surface?
Yes,
Mr. Severcek?
Yes.
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
yes,
under the Lansford Magisterial District Court. Move to change the rate of one secretary, from $11.95 per hour, which is grade 6, step A, $12.68 per hour, which is grade 6, step C, effective October the 10th, 2022.
Second.
Judge Surface?
Yes,
Mr. Severcek?
Yes.
Mr. Honor?
No.
Mr. Lukasevich?
No.
Mr. Notstein?
yes,
and finally, under juvenile courts, the motion would be to change the rate of one chief juvenile probation officer from $35 per hour, which is grade S 14, step L, $32.99 per hour, grade S 14, step J, retroactive to October 2nd, 2022.
Second.
Judge Surface?
Yes,
Mr. Severcek?
Yes.
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
yes,
thank you.
Our next office, clerk of courts, Mrs. Boney.
Morning. I'd like to make a motion to change the rate of one second deputy from $13.72 per hour, grade 7, step D, to $12.55 per hour, grade 7, step A, effective October 6th, 2022.
Mrs. Boney.
Yes.
Mr. Severcek?
Yes.
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes,
I'd like to make a motion to modify the rate of 1 second deputy from $12.55 per hour, grade 7, step A, to $14.13 per hour, grade 7, step B, effective October 6th, 2022.
could you repeat that, please?
The entire motion?
Yes, please.
Okay. I'd like to make a motion to modify the rate of 1 second deputy from $12.55 per hour, grade 7, step A, to $14.13 per hour, grade 7, step B, effective October 6th, 2022.
Just, I'll say.
I don't see that on my agenda.
It would not be, it's a motion to modify it.
Second on discussion. So you
Okay,
can
yes.
explain the
So this is a vacant position and I'm looking to promote someone within the office to this position. In order to have this person promoted without taking a pay cut, that would be the next, that would be the inline step of where they would be.
So the person you want to put into this position, their salary already exceeds the A,
Correct.
and therefore you're going, what, one above their
Without having,
existing?
yes, without going backwards.
Was this listed on the agenda?
This is not listed on the agenda, Commissioner Noakestein. This is a motion to modify.
And, well.
Okay.
What could I say about this? I don't really see anything wrong with it if it was presented maybe at the next meeting, and I know you want to rush through. I think we're looking at a couple of them here today, and I think people already seen that I voted no for some of them already, and I'm just sticking to what I feel is that if I was presented this, you know, I don't like that presented right at the meeting. I think we have to have a little bit of time to review it, and you could be 100% right on this, but I think I would encourage you, and I think you know where I'm going, but I would encourage you to bring it back to the next salary board to
This
get
would
this.
prevent
resolved.
the office from hiring
Yeah,
someone
I
for
know,
the next 3
I know,
months.
I know.
Well, then my recommendation would be, we don't have to close this session out. We could reconvene on next Thursday. And
Yeah, we can do that.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so but we do have a motion on the floor. Okay, to change this rate.
well, no, the motion is to modify the agenda to put that motion up. for-
Yeah, under the discussion, I would agree with recessing till next week.
Okay. Okay, so you still have to vote on the modification.
Modification.
Okay.
Correct.
Mr.
Right.
Boney,
I would vote yes. We can make the motion to table it, it's fine.
Yeah, okay, yeah,
Mr. Arner,
no.
Mr. Lucas Seven.
Wish she would have just simply withdrew the
Yeah,
motion
Yeah, right.
and made it easier.
You can table it to the next meeting with.
Yeah.
Right, that's why that gets
Rob
brought in. I'll vote.
Mr. Notstein,
No,
okay, Mr. Severcek, Controller's Office.
Thank you. Before I get into my motion, I just wanted to share some information with the public that they, may or may not be aware of. The Fiscal Data Processing Department is part of the Controller's Office, and it is a very key integral department in not just my office, but in the county at a large. And just a few key things that the Fiscal Data Processing Department does do, so people are aware. Process the weekly approved bills, they process the biweekly payroll, process monthly retirement benefits, pay the payroll taxes, process any changes to employee wages, including new hires, resignations, retirements.
A point of order, a discussion occurs after a motion has been seconded. So it makes a motion, I'll second it, but let's just keep.
Oh, okay,
Yeah, that's
okay,
fine.
thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, so the reason for this motion is with the reevaluation of the fiscal data processing technician position currently at a grade 7 to a 9 was with additional duties that we reevaluate the position due to the position being vacated last Friday by a 7-year employee who left for the private sector to gain probably about a 30% increase in wages. So reviewing the the job description with the supervisor, Roberta Bales, and she is here with me if there's any specific questions. On the revised job description, this position that we're changing to fiscal data processing specialist is because of additional duties and responsibilities, more experience that we're seeking in the person applying for it, hence the higher wage request. Also of note, the person that vacated the technician position was earning $14.55 an hour. That's grade 7F. And I'm seeking a 9D, which is $15.13 an hour, a wage difference of 58 cents. But the other key thing about this position is the person not only services duties and responsibilities in the fiscal data processing department, but also assists the first deputy controller with account reconciliations, which is very important as well. In addition to assisting and backing up the second deputy controller in her absence with accounts payable and processing those duties as well. So those duties would continue under the specialist position.
Mark, I recur a very similar occurrence in the salary board of September, which was a change of duties and responsibilities, and commensurate with that, a salary change. And you voted against that or didn't support it. Now in October, you're coming to the salary board with the change of duty description and asking for increased salary.
Which department was that?
What the courts? I'm trying to square that.
Okay, I could explain my reasoning if you like.
Yeah.
Okay. My reasoning at the time, my decision to vote against that was the difference between that situation and mine, I felt it was redoing job descriptions for people in the office going to the new position, which I felt with the salary study going on, I thought it was premature. So I voted no. Mine, and the difference being my position was vacated. So I thought it was an opportune time to reevaluate the position and present it to the salary board.
Thanks.
So that's my reasoning.
And my input on it, and I mean, I just need maybe the job description. We'll go back to that issue before. I think I got in trouble with the judge for voting no on the one, and I voted for tires because I thought there was a presentation of the job description, and I see this here being similar to that. So I'm not arguing who's right or wrong, but it's similar to what happened with tire, and whatever happened, you know, you had your right to vote whichever way you wanted to.
Right.
And my only problem, I mean, this new job description, is this taking something away or from this position and giving it to another position? This position is still basically going to stay the same. I mean, it looks like it.
Adding some.
But none of the duties of this position are going to be given to another position.
No.
Okay, so they are getting more duties.
Correct.
Okay.
And the other key point is this new specialist position, similar to the technician that wasn't in the description, is when Ms. Bales is out, her assistant obviously is doing her job, and then the technician would be backing up the acting department head in that job. So it's some more cross-training involved and things like that as far as the responsibility for backing up your superior, in other words.
And sometimes that's where we're lacking. That sometimes if
Yeah.
somebody asks a question, you go, okay, who do we go to? I don't know. You know, and that's not the answer.
Right, and we're all experiencing turnover, of course, and I'm down 2 people myself right now, and fortunate to have average accounting experience of 25 years per employee, which is going to be hard to duplicate in the future. In the next few years, there's going to be more retirements, I'm sure.
Okay, so we have a motion on the floor. Do we have a second?
Let me continue, if I could, Kelly, continue the discussion. Mark, if this doesn't pass in its current form, are you prepared to make additional motion?
Yes.
Okay.
Think a little bit here on this again.
Was it second?
We have.
I will second it.
Mr. Severcek,
Yes.
Mr. Honor,
No, if there's another, or if there's another scale presented.
Mr. Lukasevich,
No.
Mr. Notstein,
No,
Okay, then my alternative motion would be advertising the specialist position from the range of 9A 1384 to 9D 1513.
we don't do ranges.
No, you'd have to like. Just a suggestion, step one down.
Oh, okay. All right. Got 9C.
I'll second that.
What's the rate at nine
I'm
C?
sorry, 9C is 1469.
And you seconded it, Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Severcek,
Yes.
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
yes,
Thank you. Oh, I'm sorry. Then concurrent along with that action that was just approved would be to abolish the position of one fiscal data processing technician at $14.55 an hour, grade 7, step F, effective October 6th.
Second.
Mr. Severcek?
Yes.
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
yes,
District Attorney Green?
Thank you. Gentlemen, I have a motion to change the rate of one chief county detective from 27.76 per hour, grade 13, step R, to 25.42 per hour, grade 13, step O, effective October 6, 2022. And if I could, that normally, because of the vacancy in the chief county detective, this would normally revert back, and automatically we have an motion here to revert it back to an A level. And I plan on placing my part-time county detective, who's currently working in the capacity of a chief county detective, into that spot the minute certain things are straightened out with regard to Lansford. So rather than it go back, me come to another meeting and then make that presentation, have to wait 3 months till I get him in there, I was looking to set the rate at that for him to move in the minute those things are worked out.
Would you be willing to modify the motion for the salary to be acceptable contingent upon that specific person? Because otherwise,
Yes.
yeah, because
Yes.
otherwise you could go hire anyone at that rate.
I would not, that was not my intent
Right.
to do that.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's why I kept
Yeah.
everything open, and that's why I waited so long to put that
Right.
individual in.
And until somebody is on the personnel report, I mean, we could say we want somebody in that position and it doesn't always work out like that. So we sort of have to like protect
You
ourselves.
can make the
a little bit.
condition, because I'm not,
Yeah.
I'm doing that specific salary, and that is
Yeah.
generated for him,
Yeah.
not for somebody
Right.
else that I would
Yeah.
want to, and I wouldn't put anybody in.
And you know, now find second and
Yeah.
going forward contingent upon that.
Yeah.
caveat. Yeah.
Or-
Okay. Attorney Green?
Yes.
Mr. Severcek?
Yes.
Mr. Honor?
Yeah.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
yes.
Thank you,
Sir-
gentlemen.
Thank you. Sir, I get one here?
Yeah.
Morning.
I have two motions this morning. The first motion, change the rate of one civil process clerk from $11.38 per hour, grade 5, step A, to $12.07 per hour, grade 5, step C, effective October 6, 2022.
I will second that on discussion. I have my opinion on this also. I think we've all been looking at the salary study. I've been doing my own salary study. I'm hoping that the salary study that we are going to be presented to us, I want to see how it lines up with mine. And I'm just against this stepping people every week. I want to do, if we're going to change this 1138, let's change it for everybody. And that's what I've been saying for weeks. I mean, this 1138 up to 1207. I wouldn't even consider that to give a raise to people. My raise for the people that are at that rate would be a lot higher than this. And I want everybody else to be collected along that as we raise the salaries. And there might be some people with my salary study that they're not going to like, but probably there's 53% of the people that are in our county that are at under $15 an hour. And I'm sure 53% of the people will like what I want to present. The others parts might not, and there might be 10% that might not like me at all. And that's what I'm not here for. I'm here to make it fair to everybody. And Dan, I understand you want to help your people, but I want to help all of them, not just one at a time. You know what I mean? It's like, it's not the $11.38 person that's in your office. It's the $14 person that's in your office, and it's the $17 person that's in your office. And that's why, I'm going to vote no for this, but that's my reasoning. I want to make it fair to everybody. And I understand where you're coming from. You're trying to hang on to people, but I hope people can hang on until we do the budget. And our budget, we didn't even start working on our budget. We were supposed to have our budget packets back from people already, and we're just still working on that now. So I'm set for the salaries, and I'm not presenting it to anybody until just about at the end. And it's going to be less to the taxpayers what was presented before. And I think there's going to be more people happy, and that's where I just stand at that. I 100% stand at you, and you probably think the same as me. 1207 is not appropriate.
Well, and I do agree with you. I don't think the 69 cents raise is appropriate for what this position does. There are multiple other people throughout the county that are in a similar position or a similar salary range. The reason that I made this motion was based on comments that were made in a commissioners meeting or salary board meeting. I don't recall which one, several weeks ago, where steps and grades were eliminated, and that the statement was made that everybody is above $12 an hour. This individual has over 3 years of experience. She transferred and took a pay cut to come to my office. She does an outstanding job. She's always changing what she does. And the 69 cents per hour, although not anywhere near she or some other people in my office need to be, based on that comment, is why I'm making the motion. And I understand that the salary study needs to be evaluated, that you have a plan or the other commissioners may have a plan as to how to address those things. Much like every other department head in this county, they need the assistance now, not in 4 or 5 months when things get figured out. So, I do have the money in my budget. This is less than a $300 increase for the year for this person. And if this did pass or didn't pass, motions in the future that I'll make will be significantly higher than this, because I think that needs to be addressed countywide.
And I don't know how that was before. I don't think Don's here, how that got to that 1207. And I think Wayne had said it that.
And he withdrew the.
Yeah, he withdrew it and he corrected it. And I think everybody thought it went to 1207, and even I thought that. And maybe that's something that we have to correct in the next couple of weeks, because putting somebody up at that rate, to me, I think everybody should be at that rate. I think maybe we should be making the presentation, the comment, the motion to move it up, which would help everybody in every department. But I'm not for this picking one person off at a time. I want to take the whole group with, and if there, like I said, there's 53% of our people in Carbon County that are below $15 an hour. And I'm looking out for everybody. And like I said, I look at some of these departments and these motions that were made before for the 6%, it doesn't even affect their departments. Their departments are still only getting 69, 70 cents. They should be getting $1.50, and everybody's satisfied with giving the 6%. Well, I'm not. And this here falls into my group that I want to give more to, and if they can hang on. And I don't want anything off. We're going to lose people. But if my presentation in January, if I can talk the other commissioners into it, and I looked at it and I looked on my sheets when I was working on this, May 19th, I started on it. And I've been working on it since then, and I've been adjusting and trying to find out what people do, like Mark had. He had things that they adjusted, they had different job descriptions. Then that's a little bit different, and I've been adjusting it. And is my way gonna be right? Probably not 100%, but I'm gonna be close. And then we can work together and try to get that done, because we keep putting this off year after year after year. And we sit there, and I think this year there was 110 applications or that we put out for jobs, 110. We should not be losing a quarter of our workforce all the time. I mean, and everybody sits here and nobody can figure it out. It's the $11 an hour job. And that's why I'm sitting on this $11 an hour job. Maybe everybody will go with me and say, okay, these are the salaries that should be increased. This one at a time, we're never going, how long is it going to take it? You come in here, somebody else will come in here. It'll take 100 motions to get them moved up one step. And I'm just not.
And I can't control what any other
I know.
office does.
Yeah, I know.
I believe that my employees are my most valuable asset and an asset to the county. And I owe it to them to advocate to do a small increase, although I don't think it's enough. This individual, as I said, does a great job. I've included, when I submitted my budget, proposals in there that address everything. This is the only position in my office that's under that $12 rate, which is why I only focused on one. And I do agree with you that, we need to address this as a whole, but I didn't feel it was appropriate to wait. When I had one employee to do that, I haven't heard of a meeting schedule or a schedule of meetings to discuss the salary study, to discuss your proposal or what any of the other commissioners' proposals may be. I'm happy to sit down and have that discussion on any day at any time to look at that as a whole. But still, I feel that I owe that to my employee to do that small increase to get them above that rate. And again, as I said, I don't think that's anywhere near appropriate. And other office holders, I'm sure, would share the same opinion, although I don't want to speak to them, but that does need to be addressed across the board. So I still will make that motion.
May I call for the vote?
Is there a second?
Yes.
Yes.
Ziegler,
Yes.
Mr. Severcek,
Yes.
Mr. Honor,
No.
Mr. Lukasevich,
No.
Mr. Notstein.
I'll vote no, but going back to what Rocky just said, that he'd be willing to adjust it next month for all of them.
That's what I've been trying to get across for months. And I think we have to get together. And if I have to stop one person from getting this, and it bothers me, Dan, I mean, it really bothers me to vote to not give somebody 60 cents. But I would like to give them, like I said, I have it. And I said, I've been waiting, and we've been waiting for the budget packets to come back. Well, we got, and we're doing this renovations, and this does not, I'm not making excuses for any of that, because I've been here for 3 years and I've seen it. And like I said, every year, I think, how do we even handle this? 100 people leaving in 1 year. That's on HR, the departments. How do you replace somebody? You're training. We're wasting so much money by applying for jobs and, and putting it out there where we could use that money to keep the people here. Is there any reason why we have 110 job postings out every year? There's something wrong there. You shouldn't have that. If you have a good wage, and I'm not saying we're going to give them $20 an hour, everybody, but if we had a decent wage with the benefits, you would keep people here. I mean, and maybe it's a couple dollars. In my plan of a couple dollars, maybe it won't work, but I think it's time to try something like that because it hasn't worked for the last year, and we're still at $11 an hour.
Amazon plans for 100% turnover attrition rate annually. It pays much more than the.
And that's a business that doesn't care about their employees. Plain and simple.
I don't agree with that.
I do
comment,
care
they
about
don't
our
care about it,
employees.
But again, they plan on it. So unless there's some micro analysis of that 110 departure number, I mean, it doesn't provide really much clarity to the situation and what's causing it.
And I couldn't agree more. And that's what my budget proposal is reflective of, to address all my non-union folks at a level where I think they need to be at. I'm excited to hear what your proposal may be. I'm happy to sit down with the three of you or individually, the first available time you have to discuss that, to address this. Not, again, I can't speak for what any other office is going to do. In the sheriff's office, this is a problem. It's been a problem. It needs to be addressed. My motions reflect that, and so does my budget. I didn't know if Commissioner Notstein had any more to say. I didn't want to interrupt him.
Well, I heard his comment, he agrees with me.
Okay.
So maybe something will happen in the next salary.
No contingent, we address it at next month's meeting.
Yeah.
For all those under $12 an hour.
I have a second motion. And that's to change the rate of one administrative assistant from $15.13 per hour, grade 9, step B, to $14.26 per hour, grade 9, step B, retroactive to September 13th. And if I may, this is a correction to when we had anticipated the 6% on top of this. So this is taking it back, because this individual, although was put in for a 6% increase along with everybody else, she still was entitled to the 3% annual increase. And I would also state that this position is equally one of those positions in my office that needs to be addressed for a higher rate, which is reflective in my budget and hopefully is included in the conversations we can have, because based on her experience, knowledge, and job performance, that needs to be much higher than where it is.
So she's at an A right now. Is she at an A and she'll be going to the B?
Correct.
Okay, all right.
And this is just for the press, the media, and the public. You will see, if you look at the agenda, there are numerous similar modifications. And it's for that same reasoning that Dan so eloquently described.
Do you have a second?
Yeah, I'm the second, I guess.
Second. Sheriff Ziegler,
Yes.
Mr. Severcek,
Yes.
Mr. Arner,
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich.
Yes.
Mr. Notstein.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, the next item, Children and Youth Services, change the rate of one county caseworker 2 from $18.93 per hour, grade 13, step E, to $19.50 per hour, grade 13, step F, effective October 18th, 2022.
Move to change the rate.
Second.
Mr. Severcek,
Yes.
Mr. Honor,
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich.
Yes.
Mr. Notstein.
Yes.
Change the rate of one county caseworker 1 from $16.02 per hour, grade 12, step A, to $16.50 per hour, grade 12, step B, effective October 12th, 2022.
Move to change the rate.
Second.
Mr. Severcek,
Yes.
Mr. Honor,
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich.
Yeah.
Mr. Notstein.
Yes.
Commissioner's Office, change the rate of one administrative assistant from $13.84 per hour, grade 9, step A, to $14.26 per hour, grade 9, step B, effective October 11th, 2022.
Move to change the rate.
Second.
Mr. Severcek,
Yes.
Mr. Honor,
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich.
Yeah.
Mr. Notstein.
Yes.
Parking, change the rate of one parking meter technician, $11.95 per hour, grade 6, step A, to $12.31 per hour, grade 6, step B, effective November 1st, 2022.
Move to change the rate.
Second.
Mr. Severcek,
Yes.
Mr. Honor,
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich.
Yes.
Mr. Notstein.
Yes.
Change the rate of one part-time parking meter attendant from $12.43 per hour, grade 5, step D, to $11.38 per hour, grade 5, step A, effective October 6, 2022.
Move to change the rate.
Second.
Mr. Severcek,
Yes.
Mr. Honor,
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich.
Yes.
Mr. Notstein.
Yes.
Corrections, change the rate of one administrative assistant / records from $13.84 per hour, grade 9, step A, to $14.26 per hour, grade 9, step B, effective October 11th, 2022.
Motion to change the rate.
Second.
Mr. Severcek?
Yes.
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
yes,
Change the rate of one administrative assistant / records from $20.30 per hour, grade 9, step N, to $20.90 per hour, grade 9, step O, effective November 1, 2022.
Move to change the rate.
Second.
Mr. Severcek?
Yes.
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
yes,
Information technology. Change the rate of one IT system administrator from $27.22 per hour, grade 12, step S, to $20.30 per hour, grade 12, step I, effective October 15th, 2022.
Move to change the rate.
Second.
Mr. Severcek?
Yes.
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
yes,
Abolish the position of one IT system administrator trainee at $20.30 per hour, grade 12, step I, effective October 15th, 2022.
Move to, second.
Mr. Severcek?
Yes.
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
yes. At this time, I'll recess the meeting until next Thursday, October 13th.
Sounds good.
I'll reconvene the commissioners meeting.
We've taken over.
It's nice out. I want to get outside.
Let's hot dogs going.
Okay, our next item is the personnel report for county departments.
Motion acknowledged.
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes,
The acknowledgements for courts and row offices.
Second.
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
yes,
Correspondence was received as listed. Copies will be made available to the press upon request. Adult probation. For ratification, submission of amendment number 1 to the grant agreement with the Pennsylvania Commission on Crime and Delinquency for addressing trauma in Carbon County Treatment Court. This amendment requests extension of the grant to September 29th, 2023. Total funding remains the same at $54,496.
Motion around.
Second.
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
yes,
Advertising. For approval, authorize the necessary advertisements relative to the 2023 Carbon County budget.
Motion approved.
Second.
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
yes,
Bid award, 525 Iron Street Project, Phase 1. General, for approval. Letters were received from Tony Gangusa of Boyle Construction Management. After careful review, he is recommending the following contracts be awarded for the 525 Iron Street project. General contract CMG of Easton Incorporated at their bid price of $1,239,000.
Motion approved.
Second. Discussion. So I think it's important that we recall how we arrived at this moment. I know Sheriff Ziegler is here, not necessarily here though, but previously the district attorney was here. We spoke a little bit about children in youth services, right? Significant challenges to their space problems have really brought us to this point where we're getting ready to make a $3 million decision more or less for the county taxpayer. And again, it all comes down to a critical need for space that hasn't been addressed and continues to be addressed in a piecemeal fashion with a lack of foresight, a lack of strategic planning. So I'd like to slide, please. So I'd like to take us back to Commissioners meeting on 18 November. Right, there we see what was offered to the public and to us. Iron Street, $510,000, $1.49 million estimate of renovation. Total cost, $2 million. 410 Center Avenue, $435. Renovation, $9 million. Total cost, $9.476. And that information came from the same. This came from Oil Construction. This was an estimate. But really what we heard at that meeting was bottom line up front, right? It's a move-in ready bargain. Next, please. So what's the reality and where we're going today? The reality is the renovations are going to be over $2.5 million, taking us over $3 million. What was reality of 410 Center Avenue? Presented to the Carbon County Board of Commissioners in a session with Mr. Joe Bennett on 4 November, $6.3 million. Build to suit, lease to own over 30 years. Total cost for the plan that was presented by Boyle Construction, worked with MKSD, Snyder Hoffman, right? $6.735 million. Let's dig a little bit deeper into that conversation that led us here. Next, please. Here's some comments. 1.49, if any kind of repairs would be needed. What we could occupy right now, that was in November, 5671 square feet. 16 total employees moving in February 2022 to Lehigh. Probably 75 to 80% of this building occupiable right now. Next slide. Let's look a little bit deeper into this, right? So I'm going to take you down to projected total costs, right? Just over $3 million, and that's the first phase of Iron Street. 410 Center Avenue, $6.7 million. Again, about $18,708 a month per lease, right? Usable square feet, 7225 at Iron. Look at 410 Center Avenue, 32,467 feet. That includes the gym, unquestionably, of about 4,700 square feet. Unusable square feet, down there at Iron Street, 1940, right? We knew that from the get-go. That was clearly stated. Look at the square foot costs, 420 compared to $207, right? Now look at the square footage per person of renovated space. Down at Iron Street, allocating 219 square feet. Up at 410, 369, right? That was before any additional spaces considered, like the 1A, 1B of Iron Street, which would take you up a little more than 2,000 additional square feet. But you still are, you're actually going to drop to 209 because you're increasing, right? The max occupancy, 45 individuals. That's what Children and Youth is planning on their build out. Right now, unfortunately, they're almost half that. Up there at Jim Thorpe, move in 75 people, take that to 80 and beyond. And you're still at 406 square feet. Now, on this first number, I excluded the 4,700 square feet from the gym, and this is where a potential renovation in the future could take place of the gym. All right, renovated capacity, you're going from 35 to 45, up at 410 from 75 to 80. Current occupancy, 0. We got planning and development still up there on 410 Center Avenue, renting. Look at the parking, 41 to 47, more or less, right there in Lehigh. There you are in Jim Thorpe, right, going to 41 to 52. That was before the other recommendation that Mr. Bennett had about additional parking space. So the office capacity, what you're putting up in children and youth services, and I simply described 3 offices that are challenged here in Carter County. You're talking 1 office. What do you have at 410? Yeah, children and youth, aging, planning, workforce innovation. We're planned for that. And the court told us numerous times prior to this, there's a significant challenge of space up in the Jim Thorpe Magistrate's office. And they thought that needed to be expanded and increased. So over here, I'm just showing the rental rates per year that we're paying for these different entities that are outside of county buildings. Aging, and this is rental only, doesn't include utilities, cleaning, other measures, 25,000, planning, 12,000, workforce innovation, 12,000, the magistrate's office, $30,000 a year. Next slide. Real simple, yes or no. Where's the common ground? There's only one bit of commonality between these 2 locations, right? Children and youth can fit in both of those. But let's think, can it fit planning and development, Iron Street? No. Workforce? No. Can it fit potential magistrate relocation? No. Does it offer flex space for what? A $6 to $9 million project we're getting ready to start, which is going to go from 11 months with moving everyone out to 17 months or longer, right? No flex space. We lost that opportunity. Do we have an additional courtroom that I'm hearing? In all these sessions we're having, gonna need another courtroom. No, Iron Street isn't gonna provide that. Is it a place for continuity of operations? We were just tasked a couple months ago, again, to relook our COOP plan, right? Where are we gonna go when things go amiss and you can't operate out of your existing facilities? No, can't do that at Iron Street. You have a potential emergency shelter in Jim Thorpe, on the hill, on the heights. Nope, that Iron Street isn't going to serve that. What about senior activities? Can you do that down on Iron Street? Don't think so. Jim Thorpe, Borough, doesn't have a senior center. Weatherly, Palmerton, Nesquehoning, Lehighton, they have senior centers. Jim Thorpe doesn't have a senior center. You have one up the mountain. I challenge you to run Cotner's Hill in the winter. Judicial sales, can't host those down on Iron Street. Election activities, the smoothest election I saw run when it comes to returns was up there in the gymnasium at 410 Center Avenue. Even with 44 Susquehanna Street, man, you're still all cramped in. It's not a smooth process because you don't have the space. Town hall meeting space, other than courtroom 1, there's no place where you can assemble the entire county government at one time to have a conversation, have a discussion. You actually can't even discuss or have those departments that fall under the Board of Commissioners anywhere but courtroom 1. So Iron Street doesn't provide us that flexibility. Rent savings, I outlined them about $80,000 a year if you centralize and bring county government and keep it together. Parking revenue, guess what? I can rent those spots every festival weekend up there, right? Flexibility for growth, Iron Street doesn't offer a bit of it. You can't build on it, right? You are where you are once you finish this renovation project. Next slide. I'm a firm believer in centralization of county government because it costs us time, money, and effort when we're decentralized, when we have county offices spread all over. Right? It's a tyranny of time and distance, transit time, mileage fees. Just to give some general areas, general maintenance, our maintenance team having to run down to Iron Street. It's only, what, about 8-minute trip? But think about getting out of your office, going 8 minutes. Does any 8-minute trip actually become an 8-minute trip one way? Absolutely not. Plowing. So now we need a plowing contract down there. Right? Vehicle maintenance. Our vehicles are maintained right here in Jim Thorpe, right? For all their regularly scheduled maintenance. Information technology support, right? 3, 4, 5 times a week. IT is running down to where children and youth is right now, right? Which is about a 2.5 to 3 minute walk, leisurely, Well, now it's gonna turn into significantly more use of incredibly challenging time management for that office. Office cleaning, the $65,000 security system we have to put in for one office. Talk about security, the sheriff presence. But guess what? The sheriffs, not just one, they get breaks, they get lunch. So now we're actually talking two. If not, we're talking at least the transit time, someone again being pulled away. Court hearing and attendances. Children and youth, a couple times a week, right, are in the court hearings taking place. Supervision, so important. I asked my colleagues, when was the last time one of us was in the Palmerton Aging Office? When was the last time we were at Workforce Development, Workforce Innovation in Lehighton? When was the last time we visited that? Asked the last time we visited HR, Children and Youth, Domestic Relations, those other departments, right? We have a pulse of an understanding of how our people are doing and what's going on because of presence, because of the location of where we're at, right? We've eliminated the possibility of condensed courthouse renovation timeline. We're doing some process where we're gonna do a floor at a time. This isn't the Pentagon where you can have 10 or 12 years to do it. So we're going from what could be 11 months to probably 17 or 18, if we're lucky. Each month alone costs us in consulting fees, about $27,000 for each additional month. You know, so take that 6 times 27, shows you where we're at. Well, the problem is, you know, that ship had sailed, the water's under the bridge. So what can we do? Well, we can go ahead and continue to go ahead here, vote for these bids that are gonna come up. Or maybe we need to rethink it, step back. Could it be better used as flex space? Satellite offices for the row offices, a courtroom over the next year, year and a half. Now, Children and Youth does have funds that have been committed for this project. But nothing I've learned has said it's 1 year money, meaning that money could not be pushed into future years. Right now, I can assure you, Children and Youth does not have a space problem, or they would have been down there in February of 2022, right? It's not palatial office space they have, but they have office space, which is as good as any other workspace in the county for right now. So again, there is an alternative. That's all I have. Thank you. Caleb or Nicholas.
I just have one comment to make about it. Well, maybe two. We did look into other alternatives and the thing with maybe Joe Bennett didn't work out. And where this started off, that it was ready to move in, was probably 2 years ago. And Mr. Lukasevich, you needed a study to tell us how many people could be in that building. And it came back that now we can put 41 or 43 people in that building. That's what the study told us. That's how this turned into a $3 million project. It was ready to move into. Children and Youth should have been in there almost 1.5 years ago. And we wasted all this money on studies. I got elected to make decisions, and I'm in construction, and I looked at the building and we might have needed heating and everything, but you needed a study done that held the project up. We hit the pandemic, and look at our projects we're getting into now. Something that should cost $40,000 is $90,000. So don't put stuff up on the board that you're putting facts up that accommodate to you. And this building that's there in Lehighton, supposedly, and that's what we were told, and you were in the same meeting, for 3 years in a row, we're supposed to get like $998,000 that will cover the cost of this. That was covered. And back then, when I did that, it should have only cost that $2 million to do this building. But running this out, look at how many of our projects that we have done on these buildings in the last 2 years have doubled in price. Children and Youth should have been in that building 2 years ago, and there wouldn't have been any renovation. You're the one that asked for a study. I didn't. I was ready to move them in the next day. So don't put stuff up on the board. Yeah, my numbers were right for 2 years ago, that it would have cost that. You look at what, in fact, Tony Boyle was here. Tony, in the last 2 years, how much has products gone up? Probably 50, maybe 75%.
Lumber is back down to where it was pre-pandemic.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
The price is still there yet. I don't care if lumber's down.
On January 6, 2020, when Commissioner Lukasevich myself made the motion to do a strategic pause to assess all building and construction projects, you voted against that pause, a 90-day pause to relook at it. You just kept pushing ahead without a plan.
And I was
we
going,
continue to piecemeal, and it continues to cost the county taxpayer money. And it may be ARPA money, but again, it came out of my pocket. Trust me, it came out of the pocket of every single one of us. So I'm going to read this from the Times News. Reconsider building purchase. Dear editor, at the recent meeting of the Carbon County Commissioners, the decision was made to purchase the old school building on Center Street in Jim Thorpe for office space. A more fiscally sound proposal is a commissioner's suggestion to buy a building in Lee Heights presently belonging to St. Luke's, which already is configured with offices and adequate parking. The purchase price for the building is $500,000. Buying this building is a win-win for the taxpayer and the young people of Carbon County. Misinformed, unfortunately, right? The facts aren't there to support that. She was going on what she probably read in the Times News. And it's unfortunate we're at this point today where we're going to offer or do bids $3 million for 45 people. And we're going to have our same problems tomorrow as we have today when it comes to space. It's not going to change the space.
And again, up on the hill, up on the hill, we only had 40-some parking spots.
41, same
And I
as down
think the
there.
next thing would have been putting a parking garage there. That didn't fit into me. That was the presentation. You forgot to let that out, that there might
No,
have been
that
a
was an
parking garage.
additional. If we want to go to 100, and again, Mr. Gangoose is right there. He can tell you. We talked about it, probably $20,000 to $25,000 per spot for a second level, and we could do that. Get it up to 100 cars if we need to. But again, I'm looking at the property in Lee Heights, and it's going from 41 to about 47 spots. Jim Thorpe is going from 41 to 52. You know?
I said, anybody else?
Okay, well, we do have a motion on the floor. Are we ready to vote?
Yes.
Oh,
Wayne, are you there yet?
the fire went out.
Wayne. Hey, Wayne.
Sorry, I had the phone on mute.
Okay.
Move on here, my comments, yeah, agree, parking is a major issue. Talk about coop plans, you want to put all your eggs in the basket if you have an major incident in Jim Thorpe area around that one building. Do we want to mix children and youth with other court cases and people coming into court and other offices that are not a good mix in a particular building? To me, there's several other reasons why we should spread out a little bit, other than just parking in, not only in Jim Thorpe, but the inconveniences of going to Jim Thorpe for our visitors. We go into the high school, into that school building, we would have no room whatsoever for any visitors or very few for handicapped. So let's call for the vote and move it on.
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
And this is for the first contract.
For the
correct?
general contract.
No.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
The next contract, electrical, Urban Electrical Contractors of Dunmore, Pennsylvania, at the bid price of $530,000.
Second,
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
No.
Mr. Notstein?
yes.
The mechanical contract, Master Mechanical Corporation of McAdoo, Pennsylvania, at the bid price of $521,480.
Motion approved.
Second,
Mr. Honor,
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich,
No.
Mr. Notstein.
yes, with regrets, I just want to note that there was a lower bidder. Unfortunately, there were some technical deficiencies, which I think we would have been like to overcome. Would have been about $90-some thousand cheaper and went to a local contractor. But, and we already had the paperwork, all the documentation, because that party is already under contract. So I have to go with, yes, with Master Mechanical, unfortunately, and it's a shame for JBM.
The next contract, plumbing, DeWalt Plumbing of Easton, Pennsylvania, at the bid price of $148,800.
Motion approved.
Second,
Mr. Honor,
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich,
No.
Mr. Notstein.
yes.
Fire protection. Triangle Fire Protection Incorporated of Carlisle, Pennsylvania, at the bid price of $78,780.
Motion approved.
Second,
Mr. Honor,
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich,
No.
Mr. Notstein.
yes.
Boards and authorities, agricultural preservation. A term to 3-year term to expire April 10th, 2025. Mr. Robert Sellert as a local government representative from Weatherly, Pennsylvania.
Motion approved.
Mr. Honor,
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich.
Yes.
Mr. Notstein.
Yes.
A 3-year term to expire April 10th, 2023. Mr. Tanner Seltzer, farmer representative, Lehighton, Pennsylvania.
Motion approved.
Second.
Mr. Honor,
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich.
Yes.
Mr. Notstein.
Yes.
Communications 911. For approval and execution, the statewide interconnectivity grant in the amount of $65,034 from the Pennsylvania Emergency Management Agency for the 3 projects as listed.
Move to approve next.
Second.
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
The Coroner's Office for ratification. An agreement with Quincy Technology Solutions of New Haven, Connecticut for unlimited licensed software and maintenance for the Coroner's Office for the period of January 1, 2021 through December 31st, 2021. Cost is $3,330 for the license, $2,625 for hosting, for a total of $5,925. This represents an increase of $987 and is funded through the Vital Statistics Fund.
Move to ratify.
Second.
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
Information technology for approval and execution. A service agreement renewal with Eaton Corporation of Raleigh, North Carolina to provide continuous maintenance coverage on the courthouse administration building uninterrupted power supply for an additional 3-year term, December 12th, 2022 through December 11th, 2025, for a total cost of $8,860. The previous contract was a 5-year contract at $7,854.
Move to approve next.
Second.
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
For ratification, an agreement with Penteledata for broadband internet service at the temporary location of 525 Iron Street, Lehighton, Pennsylvania, for the purpose of holding tax appeals effective September 30th, 2022. This agreement would be on a month-to-month basis, non-recurring fee of $237.95, and the monthly fee at $101.14.
Move to ratify.
Second, and I just want to give like a couple comments on this so that it gets out. This we're going to be using for the tax appeals. And the reason that we're doing that is our elevators down here, and I think there's 227 people that are appealing their taxes. And we don't know how many are handicapped, that we need ADA. So what we're doing, we're moving this to behind not a controversial. It's to the building at 525 Iron Street. And that's where all the appeal will be done. And I think that's from the time from, what is it, October 11th to the 30th. So all the tax appeals will be there. Just so that they get that out there. And it's like, and this motion is, we're having this pentalidated thing basically for 1 month because they're gonna start the renovations right at the beginning of November. So once they're out of there, that next day, they should start renovating. But I hope the public gets it out there because we don't want everybody half of them confused that they're supposed to come up here, but they should go to Lehighton for all the tax appeals.
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
The one I prematurely announced last week.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah.
And it's in a situation like this, I don't know, it's premature, like we have to get it out as far, but I hope the media can get that out and make a point of it.
The taxpayers that are involved in the hearings were mailed notices.
Yes,
Okay, Mr. Honor,
yes,
Mr. Lukasevich.
Yes.
Mr. Notstein.
Yes,
Lanta MATC program for approval and execution. The 2021-2022 fourth quarter MATP report was as submitted to the Pennsylvania Department of Human Services as prepared by Lanta.
second,
Mr. Honor,
yes,
Mr. Lukasevich.
Yes.
Mr. Notstein.
yeah,
Parks and Recreation for approval and execution, a sponsorship agreement with the Pocono Mountains Visitors Bureau to provide $50,000 each year in exchange for placement of QR codes that will link Mock Chunk Lake Park visitors to the Pocono Mountains Visitors Bureau website. QR codes will be located at the main office, 15 cabins, camp store, beach pavilion, and boat rental. The term of the agreement will be for 3 years, beginning January 1, 2023 through December 31st, 2025.
Move to approve and execute.
second,
Mr. Honor,
yes,
Mr. Lukasevich.
Yes.
Mr. Notstein.
yes,
Planning and Development for approval and execution. Change order number 1 to the contract with Franzosa Trucking Incorporated of Hazelton, Pennsylvania for street improvements, Penrose Street, Hickory to Walnut Street, fiscal year 2020. Due to minimal pavement materials remaining, this change order increases the contract by $7,230 for a new contract total of $42,495. The original contract price was $35,265. It is noted that Beaver Meadows Borough will cover the additional cost.
motion approved and execute,
Second.
Mr. Honor,
yes,
Mr. Lukasevich,
Yes.
Mr. Notstein.
yes,
The Sheriff's Office for approval and execution. A request was received from the Sheriff's Office for submission of a grant application for funding from the Pennsylvania Commission on Crime and Delinquency under the Local Law Enforcement Support Grant Program. The grant will fund the following projects: policy development, evidence-based practices, and training. The project period is January 1, 2023 to December 31st, 2024. Anticipated funding, $55,000.
motion approved and execute,
Second.
Mr. Honor,
yes,
Mr. Lukasevich.
Yes.
Mr. Notstein.
yes,
The Solicitor's Report.
thank you. Can everybody hear me okay?
Yeah.
Okay, janitorial services, seeking approval and execution of an agreement with Gloria Otto of Jim Thorpe, Pennsylvania, to perform janitorial services at the Carbon County Office of Planning and Development at 410 Center Avenue in Jim Thorpe. The agreement will be effective from
October 13th, 2022, until terminated by either party, and compensation will be at $100 per month.
Motion approved next year. Second.
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
For Parks and Recreation, seeking approval and execution of a revision to the request for gazebo that was submitted by the Jim Thorpe Tourism Agency. This was previously approved on September 22nd of 2022. They're seeking additional dates for the Jim Thorpe Foliage Festival, October 29th and 30th of 2022. The banner to be displayed September 22nd until November 1st, 2022.
Second.
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
Under tax assessments, once again, for approval and execution of addendum number 2 to the consulting agreement with Red Rock Summit LLC of Ogden, Utah, to extend the total hours to 300 hours maximum per year for rewriting and upgrading software used in the tax assessment office. And in all other respects, the terms of the consulting agreement of May 25th, 2022 are ratified and confirmed.
Second.
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
And lastly, tax refund, seeking approval and payment of a refund of county real estate taxes to James J. and Peggy J. Hittner for property located in Tormenting Township due to a clerical error in which their home was assessed as a ranch instead of a mobile home. This decreased the assessment from $76,300 to $44,600, resulting in a decrease in the assessment of $31,700, and the total refund due would be $761.12.
Motion approved and make payment.
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
Nothing further? Okay, any further
Nothing further.
business? Any further business? Hearing none, commissioners' reports, Mr. Honor.
I think I've talked enough today. Wayne wants to get back to his fire.
Mr. Lukasevich?
I would just update Carbon County residents, check the Carbon County website. 4 additional offices have been added to the validated parking program. So check the website for those 4 additional offices. Go ahead.
Mr. Notstein?
Yeah, I just want to remind everyone what happened with the previous Board of Commissioners when we attempted to put in a building, 30,000 square foot building and 100 car parking garage in York there several years ago. We got nothing but a lot of opposition for the project. And now I'm wondering what the neighbors feel about what they would say about the Jim Thorpe School building had that going through. So I just want to remind whatever the public, no matter what we attempted to do in the past, we have been shot down numerous times. So I think we're finally moving forward, and well, the contracts are awarded, so we go from here. That's all I have.
Okay, who's gonna adjourn?
Meeting adjourned.
Okay.
Meeting
Nothing
adjourned. He seconds it. Wayne
All right.
seconds it. All right. Okay, Sydney, we might go to you. We have a new news reporter here today, so I think I'm gonna give her the first round of questions here. So how exciting is Carbon County's commissioners meetings for you to come to for your first time? But I mean, I don't know if you want to introduce yourself and if you do have any questions.
This is WCRE. I'm the Poconos reporter out in Stroudsburg. I have no questions.
Okay. Amy.
With regard
from Opera House, I know the previous time you guys did, it was over 200,000, but there was additional information, additional stuff in the project. Is this just HVAC?
Yeah, they sort of like cut the work in half, you know what I mean? So, but they just didn't have the money, like, I guess they had to have matching. And they didn't have enough to do it, so that was an alternative to go to plan B, I guess.
With regards to the sponsorship, $50,000 Pocono Mountain Misery Year, what's that money be used for?
Well, Dave's gonna have some discretion to make recommendations on that expenditure. He's currently adding that to his budget. That'll be 50,000 in revenue, and he'll be making as part of his budget proposal how he would like to utilize that to better the park. And he has discussed some things offline. I don't know if it's formally been put up in his budget.
And one last thing, actually, not on the agenda. While ago, there a check that was posted on Facebook. We heard, we were hearing rumors that somebody out of state copied it and was able to cash it.
No,
They were able to
there's another
catch
incident. I'm gonna. Yeah, do we wanna? Mark?
Checks that were compromised.
Okay, were they compromised locally then, or?
No.
Okay. That's all I have, thank you.
And the other news report.
Let's talk about now that the bids are approved, like what happens next? What's the next step in the process?
Hopefully the contractors are gonna be there November 1st or whatever the first Monday of the month is in November. And I think it's expected that we're hoping, I mean, I think they're thinking by the end of March. But I'm looking at April that we could get children and youth moved in there in April.
Right, bonds and insurance documentation, correct?
Yeah, Yeah.
And notice to proceed.
Yeah.
Moving forward.
And with the QR codes, I mean, how kind of cool is that to have like the Pocono Mountains kind of help you guys out? And you guys are kind of helping them out with this.
well,
They've been perpetual partners.
Yeah.
I mean, think about them assisting with signage during COVID for pick up the Poconos, which just has taken place. Again, that's a symbiotic relationship. You know, Mock Chunk Lake Park is a significant draw for not only county residents, but of course visitors. So again, it's taken advantage of that relationship to mutually support each other.
Do you guys know what will come up when they hit the QR code?
The MVD website.
Well, I have. Thank you.
all right.